Okay, so now we are live. Good evening, YouTube. We are here for another English immersion. My name is Camila. I'm gonna be the host from this conversation, and I am here with amazing people: Gessé, Anderson, Madu, Brizola, and Andrea. And guys, as we are here in six, I need to split us, okay, in two rooms just to make our conversation flows better. And of course, our main goal here is to speak, okay? So enjoy in the other room. Please don't forget to introduce yourself, okay? And here I will introduce the platform and introduce the others, okay, with me. Let me split the rooms and we can just start. Just a second, guys. Okay. Guys in the other room, enjoy the conversation. And if you need some help, there is a button, I guess, ask for help. And 10 minutes before the end, I'll call you back, okay? Enjoy the conversation, guys. And here with me, I have Madhu and Anderson. I think so. So, guys, let me introduce the platform really quickly, okay? So Talk and Talk, it's a language conversation platform. And here you can find conversations in English, Spanish, French, Italian, and now we have German. So if you want to practice all this language, feel free to enjoy it. And just to clarify, I think everyone here knows that I'm not a teacher. I am a student as you. And I am here to practice my English, to learn new expressions, to get new vocabulary, okay? And let's start with our presentation. So Anderson, could you please?
Yes, Camila.
Nice.
Uh, Hello, I am Anders. I am 30 years old. I'm from Recife, Pernambuco, but in this moment I live in state of Piauí. I work with information technology. I am a cloud engineer. Uh, I am studying in Talk and Talk for 4 months. That's it about me.
Nice. I remember you. You are the guy from Recife, right?
Yeah, yes,
Nice. I have a family in Recife. Nice. Good to know that. Guy, my
very good.
connection is not so good, but I can hear you okay, perfectly. Okay.
Okay,
Thank
okay,
you,
Camila.
Anderson. How about you, Madhu?
Good evening. I'm Maria Eduarda, but
Nice.
you can call me by Madusa, my nickname. I'm 28. I work as a data analyst, and I'm here on Talking Talk for almost 1 year. I'm here to improve my English skills because of my job and because I like to keep learning during my life. Right now, I don't have a specific hobby or a focus like I want to know how to painting or going to the gym every day, but I'm trying to cooking more and improve my skills because I'm not eating so well in last year, so right now I'm trying to cooking more. And I'm not married, I just have a dog, and right now I am at my parent house, but sometimes I am at São Paulo because of my job.
Well, great. Nice, Madhu. So, guys, about me, my name is Camila. I am 40. Uh, I've been here in Talk and Talk almost 1 year, I guess. I don't know if it was already 1 year. I work as an accountant in an energy company, and I need to improve my English. Speaking skills could be, but I guess we can only develop our English when we try to express ourselves, like in a natural conversation. If someone stopped you and asked something, you need to know how to speak to them. So I guess this is a good way to do it. And I don't know what else about me. I guess that's it. I know a little bit about Spanish. I enjoy some Spanish immersions here. I guess it's really good to get in touch with other languages, not only English, but it's really hard sometimes. What else? I guess that's it, guys. I don't know if you understand the idea of the video was so bad, but I guess everyone here could understand what is, right? Let's try to have this conversation. I know this is not so easy because for me, it's totally new, this information. So let's start, guys. Madhu, do you want to start, please?
Yes, in your opinion, how important is fact checking on social media platforms? Right now, I don't think about it. I remember I have a degree in digital social media, so we talked about it. I have like one semester talking about law on digital laws. So we
Okay.
talked about it, but we don't have so much laws about this theme because I was studying for 7 years ago. I start my degree. So
Mm-hmm.
right now I'm seeing that with the main topic that I learned 7 years ago is a really a problem right now because we have so much people's using AI, and it's a huge problem because it's not everybody that can identify that is not true, that is a false information. So fact checking for me is really important because we have internet to have information, but it's not everyone that knows how to deal with a lot of informations. So I think it's really important. And also, I saw this at my house. Sometimes we have some golpes using,
Okay.
and this is a really problem, and this fact checking is good because if my father, for example, saw some misinformation and search on the Google or search on the Twitter, they have like some notes saying, oh, this is not checking by our platform, so is not something that you need to trust. And for me it's good, but on the other hand, I know that it's not all platforms that have fact checking. So we are in a we know the problem, but we need to more tools to deal with the problem.
Yes, totally agree, Madhu. I use Twitter a lot, and I feel so comfortable to see the notes about the information there. But in the other hand, in the other hand, I don't know if we can true believe in that information, right? So maybe okay, that's not real, but who will say this is not real, right? So I feel like okay, I agree with that, but who is the person who judge what is true or not in this situation, no? So but I feel I really like to see the notes about it. I don't know another social media who has the same. For me it's only Twitter, but I don't use too much Instagram, so I don't know about that. I don't think so. And for me, it's only on only on Twitter that I can see this kind of notes. I don't know in the others, but I totally agree with you, Madhu. Thank you. And you, Anderson, what do you think about this?
For me, it's very important fact checking on social media platform because in social media you can post anything about any topic. I would like that social media could automatically validate the
Mhm.
information, but I think that this issue has matured in the last years, and I think that it needed to mature as more and more. Currently, we have a challenger because the use of AI, intelligence artificial,
Mhm.
ChatGPT, uh, because the hyper connectivity, I think that challenger is very, very complex.
Yes, I feel afraid about the elders. They don't know how to check this, as Madhu said about her parents. It's so hard to try to explain to them, like, this is not real in your cell phone. Like, Trump is not dancing with Elon Musk in
Yeah.
this video. This is not real. So it's hard to explain that this dog is not talking. This is not real. So it's really difficult to explain to them. And nowadays, the artificial intelligence is so good. We can see good videos that make us feel, I don't know, this is confusing. This is real or not? So I guess we have a specific offs doing this about the fact checking. And for me, it's so surprising because it's really huge the way that they need time to check this information. So for me, it's like was a surprise for me this video to see the impact of this, the huge impact of this fact checking, because I know that Twitter is really fast. We can see the notes, but in the other channels, or I don't know, for example, global, how can they do this?
Mm-hmm.
So it's hard to filter that, right?
Yes, yes. Uh, I think that the AI
Hmm.
could use to help us about the fact checking, maybe.
Yeah. Looks easy, right, to them. Looks so easy to them,
Yes.
like so fast, right? Can you do that, right? Good point. Do you want to add something, Madhu, or we can go for the next one?
I was remember, I don't know exactly if it was on January or December, but we have this uh, fact checking on Meta, like Facebook, Instagram,
Oh,
and there are a lot Messenger. We have this, but uh, I forgot the name of the guy that are CEO of
Mark Zuckerberg.
Zuckerberg. They are so close with the government, American government right now, and they are changing a lot of things at Meta. So they ended the fact checking this year on all Meta platforms. They used to have, but right now they don't have anymore. So if you saw something that is a misinformation, you need to take a button
Mm.
and say, "Oh, I think this is a misinformation." If a lot of people do that, they will check the information. If no one say that, they will not check. So it's a problem because I people use TikTok, but I know that, for example, in Brazil, people use more Facebook and WhatsApp. So we need this fact checking. So
Yeah.
and I don't remember if it was on December or January, but Meta ended their fact checking.
Yes, I heard that. I guess when Trump come back to the government, right? They Zuckerberg changed it, everything the beside the behind the Meta. And I don't know. I guess Twitter is the same way, Madhu, to check if someone says something, they could accept it that like depends of the number of people said is not true. I don't know, guys. I've just heard about it. It is like if I want to say that Madhu is not real, that who will who is the right here? Like there is a quote in Portuguese. Quem que manda nos que mandam, sabe? Something like this. It's really hard to put this beside all the ideas, and we are talking about the government. So the Twitter is from Elon Musk, and Meta is really Zuckerberg is really close to them right now. So who knows the truth about it? I don't know. Even in office who do this job, they need to be neutral, I guess, right, in their position. So it's really hard to keep this. Do you want to add something, Anderson, or not?
No, no, Camila.
No.
I think this is all.
Nice, nice. Do you want to read the next one?
Yes, yes. Number two. Have you ever encountered misinformation on social media? How did you handle it? Is number two correct? Is
Yeah,
correct?
you're right. Yes, you're right.
Okay, okay. Well, when I see a misinformation on social media, I have Instagram. Uh, yeah, I have Instagram and LinkedIn, uh, but I see more misinformation on Instagram. Uh, I usually check the information from other sources. I search in Google, for example. Uh, Sometimes I report the misinformation on the platform. That's it about this.
On Instagram, we can have this space to put this is a misinformation. You do you have this? I don't know because I don't use Instagram.
I can report
Oh, okay. Like this is
the
offensive.
denuncia.
Oh,
Yes, report
yes.
the offensive
Mm,
post.
great, great. Nice. Thank you, Anderson. And how about you, Madhu? You said about the scam. I guess we can say copy like a scan, right? You said
Yeah.
about the scan, yeah. And do you? I think you worked it in a place that you can see a lot of things like this, right? About misinformation. So
Yes. At my job right now, I'm working with brand, two big brands, companies that
okay.
are in Brazil and abroad. So I need to understand what people are saying about them. So it's really interesting because, for example, sometimes I'm thinking, oh, that you said that the price is too high or something like that, but not. They say something terrible that I don't know where they find that information to say on Twitter. So it's really scary me sometimes. But
Okay.
talking about this misinformation, I don't know if you remember, guys, but when I was younger, there has a website called Sensacionalista. I don't know if you remember.
Oh yeah.
And I saw a lot of people sharing the posts from there, but everything they posted is not real. They are sensationalist, and it's like a humor page. And I saw a lot of people sharing things that, oh my God, it's not true. And I remember I was at high school. It was 10 years ago. We don't have artificial intelligence. We have, but we don't use. It's not popular. And I saw my teacher saying something that he wrote, saw on this website, and talked to us and everybody. No, teacher, is not. It's not true, and we need to say that, oh, it's a web page, it's a humor page. They talk about politics and culture, but they have a as so humor. They're not saying the truth.
Oh my gosh. I
and
think we. Oh, go ahead, Madhu. Sorry.
and
Go ahead.
it's funny because it was like 10 years ago, and until now we have the same problems.
Yes, the same, the same, the same. I think was a web page like Caras. Do you remember that? And then Fernanda Torres was kicking his son. And then they post a photo and everyone, oh my gosh, she's kicking his son, her son. It doesn't make sense. It was like a totally crazy new there. So I think until now, we don't know how to judge something for real. This is true or not. We need to just believe in a other's opinion. So it's really hard to to filter that, as I said before. And of course, I have ever encountered something, but I don't remember right now exactly what is. Maybe we don't need to see only on social media, but we have the grávida de Taubaté was in I don't know, on a program, and the people there could not judge the information was true or not. So nowadays, I guess the things related to scan became worse because they know how to use our Instagram photo sometimes or our profile to try to do something against us. I was talking with a friend today, and she said about her mom. She said she sent the pics from I don't know someone passing like her, and she said 1,000 reais to to this person like really fast. So it's really hard to control it. I don't know if we can. Uh, it's uh, it's like we are losing our control of know what is fact or not. Even in a political year, this became worse, I guess. Not only in the political year, because I guess every time we need this something that we need to check. So it's really hard to keep this. Let's move on. Do you want to choose another one, Madu?
Let me see.
Oh, you can say a number 3 about the uh, removing fact checking, as you said, if you want.
Oh, yes. What do you think about the idea that removing fact checking could increase the spread of false information? I have a point that the platforms should be
Mm,
banned because they allow people doing these things. I know we have the uh, we need to have free speech, but
yeah.
the platforms need to have a filter on this free speech because they have difference on free speech and when you are being judging someone or saying things that are not respectful. So we need that. And as you think right now, we have a different point because we have these big companies, big technological companies. They have so much power because we have data about anything.
Mhm.
Everyone have smartphones, so our life is there and these companies know everything about us, so it's easier to do things that we are not capable to understand, like send videos to see on YouTube to recommend them to you, recommended videos on TikTok, on Instagram. So it's hard in the last uh, election, no, like 8 years ago, we have some problems with that with Meta because they send a lot of, um, not in Brazil, in America, United States, they say like ads, but they do these ads with artificial intelligence, so they use your data. You know, if you're a religion person, then you put some ad with talking about religion. If you are someone that like culture, then you put some ads talking about culture. So they know the sensible topics for you and use this to change your timeline and your content. So for me, it's really hard because they can change what we see on our smartphones. So we need this
Mm,
fact checking because for example, I like so much music, and sometimes they can use my sensible topic to do some false information and send me misinformation. So it's important to have this fact checking because this impacts not just politicians but the financial points like the scams, or maybe education. We don't know exactly what the kids are seeing on their smartphones, so we need this fact checking.
yes, I agree with you. And maybe need to be neutral, right? An opinion that don't have sides. They just need to say this is true or not. But I guess, in personal opinion, everything is so influenceable and they cannot decide a side to be, like it's really hard to keep this. But for me, it's totally necessary. I love this on Twitter. And I don't know why the others don't use it. Even LinkedIn, because we can see false information there too about application false applications there, right? The company opened and then just to make, oh, we are growing. So we need this, I guess. Thank you, Madhu. How about you, Anderson? What do you think about this fact checking? Could be obligated or not?
Uh, yes, I think this uh, the remove of fact checking is wrong thing to do.
Mhm.
But for me is necessary constant review this point because we live in a hyper connected world, uh, and I think that I think we have the freedom about the two sides, the freedom of the companies, the people to post something, to post your opinion. But in other side, prevent to misinformation is important. Is more important. I think it's more important because this I the idea to remove uh, to re, to remove misinformation for me is, yeah, it is important.
Yes, I guess we need to have a law for that, right? So you need to say this is not true or not. Good point, Anderson. Let's jump for the question number 5. Do you want to read, Anderson? I think it's a good one.
Number 5.
Yeah. What do you think about that?
Okay, how do okay how do you feel about the balance between freedom of speech and the need to prevent misinformation? Uh, this is a complex situation, Camila. But I think this is more important uh, to prevent misinformation uh, because the hyper connected world. Uh, I During the last years, we see more and more misinformation in social media, in political context. Because this, I think, is important. The social media have one automation to check the facts, the post. Uh, this is complex because sometimes I think that social media can adapt about the context, about the country. Uh, I think, but it is need uh, to prevent misinformation. I think that in a society with more education, with more uh, education level, I think the society is more prepared to is not is more prepared from the social media, but depends on the education level of education in a society. This misinformation, the small control about misinformation, it is wrong for the
Okay.
count.
It's a difficult question, right?
Yes, yes.
Thank you, Anderson. How about you, Madhu? Have you ever think about it?
I think right now is harder than some years ago because we are like losing our faith in everything. So I don't trust on the government. I don't trust on the bank. I don't trust in anyone. So we are losing our limits, and this make that everyone like speak without thinking so much because we are tense. So we're losing that. I'm free. I have the freedom to speak about my problems and what I think, but this have some limits. Like this is freedom of speech, and this is a crime. You are saying things that is not. You can say that. You can think that. So because of the contest, I think we are losing our faith. You're not believing anything. So you're always against with with someone. So I like something, and I you against people that are not agree with me. And on internet, I think this is like more realçado. So
Mhm.
it's difficult because there we don't have face to face. We can just writing on Twitter or writing and made a video with artificial intelligence and put on TikTok. So I think the contest is very hard. You know that have limits. We can't say anything, whatever I want, but because of the contest, we are not trusting anyone anymore. We are always fighting with some idea. We are losing this limit on freedom of speech.
Good point, Madhu. And I remember here, guys, when we see that videos, a cut videos, say something out of the context, like if I said here something and then someone cut this part of the video and say something that I am saying with the out of context and then makes the sentence, change the sentence. Like we are talking about a different subject and then someone cut this part of the video and makes a different situation. So for me, how can we control that? Because I said was my voice, but the context could be something really different. And then who will say this is not true, right? So I don't know. I guess we have, of course, we have a lot of artificial intelligence, but I don't know if they can or if they want to provide this kind of note, for them, like this is necessary. I don't think so. So I guess maybe yes, maybe not. So uh, I feel really afraid about this because the context can change the phrase, right, can change everything if you put in a different context. And maybe we have to explain something that you said just because someone show from a different perspective of your video. So for me, it's really difficult. Do you want to add something, Anderson, or not?
Not.
No?
Camille.
Okay, we have a question here, guys. This is not about the fact checking, but I guess it's something related. Number 6, do you agree that social media companies have a responsibility to moderate content? This could be something 18 plus for adults or for kids, the difference, like moderate in general. Why or why not? What do you think, Madhu? I know that you work in this area, so I guess you can share your opinion.
I I agree because, for example, if I have the platform is like a house and everyone
Mm.
is at my house, I'll say do whatever I want. I don't care. It's not make sense, but it's
Yeah.
hard. It's hard because the platforms need so as much people as they can to
Ah.
put in a platform. So if they start to moderate everything that is wrong, I believe that they will lose their popularity because they are doing something right and some people will not agree with that. And it's hard to think about. I believe that the platforms need to have some responsibility about the things
Mhm.
that happen on there. And there is a point you talked about, like this is for 18 persons, this is for teenagers. And at Australia, if I'm not wrong, is New Zealand or Australia, the
Mhm.
president banned social media for teenagers. So if I have
Mm.
less than 16 years, I believe they cannot make more Instagram, TikTok, and this kind of
Oh.
platforms because they don't have so much. The government and the parents and everyone there agree with the platforms don't have so much moderating on that is good for teenager, is good for kids.
Mhm.
So they are making this law there. And I believe that is the first country that are doing something like that. And I don't know how it is working because teenagers how to say, taking a smartphone and do wrong things.
Yeah.
But is the first country that is talking about it in a hard way. So is a law that teenagers can do that. And this is happened because they are increasing depression on teenagers and even some kids they're like 10 years and they have depression. They talk about their
Mm.
body. They are not feeling well. So they thought about it, this solution. So it's a big deal. The platforms need to think about it.
Yes, I totally understand you, Madhu. And I am thinking here, guys, do you think the facial factual fact could help someone to log on their account, and like if I am 16, I need to see yourself doing the facial fact instead of log on or something. I don't know. I'm just wondering here, this could help or not. What do you think, Madhu? Or not? This is impossible. The kids will find a way to do
I
something
think
different.
that the kids will find a way.
Okay. Like a paper in front of someone's facing, like here in scan, right? In Brazil, we have this, right?
Yes. But you talk about the face, and
Mhm.
when I was on university, we study about Snapchat. In Brazil, we don't use
Oh,
anymore Snapchat, but we have a problem that kids using Snapchat a lot in other countries. And they have a lot of filters like, oh, I have blush on my face. I want to have email. I want to have lipstick. And the kids are having like a facial problem because they don't use anymore mirrors. Like we grow up, look at us on the mirror, so you
oh my
know that
gosh.
this is real. But right now the kids are grown up, look to selfie, like I'm taking a selfie, so they don't know the reality. So when they look at the mirror, they have this problem that, oh, I'm like this, I'm not liking this image. I want to like the image from my smartphone with a filter, with a lipstick. So it's really a problem to kids.
Oh my gosh, this is like Black Mirror, right? Nice. Thank you, Madhu. And you, Anderson, please answer that question. In the what do you think about the factual fact? This could help or not?
Uh, I think this this is a problem in some context, and I think that social media need have the responsibility to moderate the content.
Okay.
But I understand all sides, the company sides, the policy government sides. Uh, but I think this is important. Mm, need to have a control about the information, uh, and you speak about Black Mirror. Yes, is similar in our context.
Yes. Guys, do you think like if you have a specific Instagram for kids, this could be a good idea or not? Because we cannot moderate that. I don't think this is helpful, right? What do you think, Anderson? This cannot help, right?
Instagram Kids. I think that is no good idea.
Yes. Or WhatsApp for kids. This is not possible, right? We cannot take control of it, right?
No, no.
It's impossible.
We have studies about the smartphone user for kids
Mm-hmm.
that is prejudicial to development, cognition, intellectual cognition.
Yes. And I totally agree with that.
Yes,
Nice, Anderson. And you, Madhu, do you think this could be helpful or not? Totally not, right?
No, because kids, if you talk to a kid or if a teenager, they are on TikTok seeing all those things like
Mm.
all the influencers. There are some kids that are influencers, but they want to be older because
Oh,
of the
yeah.
internet. So it's hard. They don't want a platform just with kids talking about toys.
Yes, I agree. And how can I control the people there? Could be adult passing for a kid, right? It's really difficult to keep it. I was in a short trip during the weekend, and there I was doing my Duolingo, and the mom of the girl said to me like, "She can do your Duolingo just to know how was it." And I said, "Oh, that's okay. She can use it." But I was afraid, guys, because I don't know if the kid can, I don't know, see some specific word that. And I was searching, and we have the Duolingo for kids. So it's a good one to do it. But I don't know if every app we can have these blocks. Like we have YouTube for kids, we have different, but I don't know. Social media, I don't think we can control it. It's like if I post someone naked in a social media for kids, who will block it? Who will moderate that? I don't know. If they can do it, like it's really hard to take control of everything. And Madhu said about for them, the users' numbers is really important, right? So they cannot lose it or divide this. So, and we have the advertisement inside of this, so it's really hard to keep it. Do you want to add something, Anderson?
Uh, no, no, Camila.
No? Guys, I think we have time for another one, the last one. Can you share an example of a time when you helped someone understand the importance of verifying information before sharing it? Like our parents in general, they have this. I have this problem. I don't know about you guys, but what do you think, Madhu? Do you have this problem with your in your house or not?
Yes, I can have this problem sometimes. And in the last weeks, I talking to my mom and my father to know the email, because sometimes like we are doing our tax right now,
Okay.
and they receive some, oh, Receita Federal say that you're losing our money, you have some debts with the government. And I saw the email, oh, it's not from the government. Look, this email is like double RL, is like, it's not a real email.
Okay.
So I need to explain this in the last days for my parents. And I think every scams that talk about money, they are
Yeah.
they are a problem, because we are not rich, so we are thinking all the time about money.
Yes, I totally agree about. Do you got a bonus from 1,000 reais? Click on the link and get it. And if you're like, no, no, please don't click on it. So I totally agree, Madhu. This is not fair when we speak about money. So I don't agree for sure about it. And you, Anderson, do you have some problems with that in your family, or I don't know, father, mother, or maybe a kid sometimes? Can you hear me, Anderson? I don't think so. Can you hear me, Madhu? Oh, okay, nice. Can you hear me, Anderson? I cannot hear you. You are muted. No, I cannot hear you. No. Oh my gosh, what's happened? No. No. Oh, so sad. Oh my gosh. If you want to type your answer, feel free, okay?
Okay,
Oh, now I can. Now I can. Good. Good one. The last question, okay?
okay, okay.
Can you answer that?
Uh, do you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Oh,
Yes.
okay. What the question? Sorry.
The last one, 14.
Okay, 14.
If you have this problem with, I don't know, a
Oh,
father, or mother.
yeah, yes, yes. I have the problem with my grandmother. Uh,
Okay.
the call for her uh, speak about uh, a problem with my parent that live in São Paulo. Uh, simulated the problem,
Oh.
the problem with the car, the
Ah.
problem with the car. Yes, but
Mm.
my grandmother speak about the situation with my mother, and
Mhm.
she she didn't not
Oh my gosh.
transfer
This
money.
happens. This happens a lot here in São Paulo, guys. Someone
Yes,
call you and
yes.
crying like, "Oh, mom, I need help." And I said, "I don't
Sometimes
have
I
kids."
receive, I receive,
Go ahead, Anders, please.
yes, yes. No, sometimes I receive some emails or
Mm.
SMS. I try to check the source, the source about the information. The link is very important.
Yes, I agree. Thank you, Anderson. Hello, guys. Welcome back. How was the conversation? Difficult or not too much? How was, Andrea? Difficult?
Yes, a kind of difficult,
Mm-hmm.
because it's something that we know about, but at least for me, it's something that I usually don't discuss. So I had some problems to find the correct word, but I think
Mm-hmm.
we could share opinions here, and it's really important, to know more about that. I like it.
Just our opinion, right? Just what do you
Yeah.
think about something? Because we are living that, right? So
Yes.
nice. Thank you, Andrea. And how was for you, Jose?
It was good, and for me it was a little difficult because I'm a little, rusty. So
Oh, no, don't say that.
yeah, and uh, I was looking for one specific word, and we take this word just in the end of the
Oh,
immersion. So it was good.
nice. I guess the topic it's a kind of difficult, but we have a great conversation here in the main room. And how was for you, Brizola? Difficult?
Difficult, difficult é pouco. Eu expliquei em português. É, foi muito difícil, é um tema assim muito complexo. Eu não
Mm-hmm.
conseguia falar as perguntas, eu não conseguia. Praticamente nenhuma pergunta eu consegui conduzir uma resposta, nem eu estava entendendo o que eu estava falando. Será que estou falando alguma coisa errada? Não. Foi muito difícil em todos os aspectos, né? Porém, foi bacana no sentido de pegar tudo isso daí para revisar, para mim melhorar na questão do vocabulário e desenvolver. Ou seja,
Nice.
foi 50-50.
Sometimes it's good. Sometimes it's good,
É,
right? Thank you, Brizola. So, guys, I put the link here from this survey. I don't know if you, Anderson or Madhu. For me, was awesome conversation, guys, in the main room. Main room, we could develop good ideas. I guess Madhu worked with something like this in the social media, so she shared a lot of good experience. I don't know if you have more time to discuss how was it, but for me was I was afraid at the beginning of the immersion, but now I can feel like was okay. Was not so easy, but was okay. And I put the link here from this survey. I guess everyone here know how it's work. You can share your opinion if you like it or if you dislike it, the immersion, okay? And if you want to bring me ideas from topics to discuss in the future, feel free. I am totally open to that. And that's it, guys. I hope see you soon in another time here in the platform. It was a pleasure for me. Welcome back, Jesse. Anderson, please. I would like to see you more. Madhu, is always a pleasure. Dea, thank you very much. Always.
Thank
Okay.
you, Camila.
Thank you. Brizola, you are doing very well. Thank you very much, guys. Let's
Thank
rest
you.
right
Thank
now,
you. See you
guys.
soon.
Bye bye,
See you.
guys.